Hello students, so today we will discuss the continuity point from the yesterday's point, and the next point for that vector type, it is a position vector. Yesterday we discussed about the types of the vector. First vector, it is a equal vector. The vectors which are moving in the same directions with same magnitude, it is said to be a equal vectors. The vectors which are moving in a two opposite directions, it is said to be a opposite vectors. So these concepts we have studied yesterday with the diagram. Then the third type, it is a parallel vectors. Parallel means two vectors of same magnitude moving parallel to each other in the same directions. Two vectors which are parallel to each other moving in the same directions with the same magnitude, they are called as the equal vectors. Okay, and opposite about that, when they are moving in the same directions parallel to each other, such that angle between these two vectors is said to be 0 degree, then only they are said to be parallel. म्हणजे दोघांच्या मध्ये angle जर 0 असेल, then only they are said to be parallel. And when two vectors which are having same magnitude but oppositely moving, same magnitude but they are moving opposite, and such that angle between them is said to be a 180 degree, then such vectors are said to be a anti-parallel vectors. Then the next type was type number 5. It was null vector or zero vector. Okay, the vector, for example, velocity of the fan is said to be constant, then that velocity vector is said to be a zero vector because its magnitude is said to be 0 because it is moving with the constant velocity. And when any object which is at rest, its vector is said to be as a null vector or zero vector. So till this type we have studied yesterday. The next point is said to be position vector. If I throw the ball, or if I throw this pen from this point to the next point, so if I join starting point of the vector, starting point of this object to the end point of the object, means if object is thrown from this point and it is moving in this direction, after certain interval of time object is reaching to this position. So how to show its position vector? It is moving in this direction, that's why this vector can be shown like this. So this vector which shows the vector which shows the position of object or position of the vector, it's called as a position vector. ओके, मी आता या पोझिशनला आहे, काही वेळाने मी जर इथं आलो असा तर माझी पोझिशन, चेंज इन पोझिशन ए पासून बी ला कशी दाखवली, यूजिंग द डायरेक्शन. सो दिस इज द वेक्टर विच शोज चेंज इन पोझिशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. ए पासून ऑब्जेक्ट बी पोझिशनला आला, द ऑब्जेक्ट रिचिंग फ्रॉम पोझिशन ए टू द पोझिशन बी बाय सम vector. So this vector is said to be a position vector because this is the vector which shows position of object. Okay, position of object is called as a position vector. So simple it is. Okay, so any change in position of object that is represented by a position vector, any change in position of object is called as the position vector. So simple as it is. So this was the next type. I think it was a type 6th or 7th, type 7th, and 8th type of vectors. See the first type, equal. Second vector, second type it is a opposite vector. Third, parallel vector. Fourth, anti-parallel vector. Fifth, it is a null vector. Null vector means it is said to be a zero vector. Sixth, it is a position vector, the vector which shows the position of the object, that is said to be position vector. And seventh type, it is a resultant vector. Seventh type, it is said to be resultant vector. The vector की definition बघा कशी करतो. The vector having same effect whose value is the same, having same effect as the combined effect of two vectors, two or more vectors, that vector is said to be resultant vector. And what is the meaning of this? The vector having same effect as that of combined effect of two vectors, means if we add two vectors then addition of these two, that gives the resultant vector. Having the same effect. Same effect means what? Suppose here is a one vector, okay, having magnitude is said to be 3 unit. I don't know whether it is 3 meter or 3 meter per second, okay, or 3 meter per second square. This is one vector a bar, okay, moving in one direction. This is second vector b bar. This is second vector b bar having 2 unit. Then what is the resultant of these two? What is the resultant vector of these two? I can write resultant vector of these two is r bar. R bar is a resultant vector of these two, and these two vectors a bar and b bar moving in the same direction. That's why they are added. A bar plus b bar. So I can write here. This is the magnitude of or direction. 3 is said to be a magnitude of vector a bar. 2 unit is said to be a magnitude of vector b bar. So resultant vector r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar, and its magnitude we आपण काय डिस्कस केलेला आहे. Magnitude of resultant vector can be represented as a modulus. The magnitude of the resultant vector can be represented as a modulus. So modulus of r is modulus of a bar, okay, modulus of a bar plus modulus of b bar. So what is the modulus of a bar? Means magnitude of vector a. Magnitude of vector a is 3 plus magnitude of vector b, it is 2. So magnitude of resultant vector r bar is equal to 5 unit. The vector having same effect. The vector having same effect as the combined effect of two vectors. Are you getting this figure now? See this figure. Vector a bar, second vector b bar. If these two vectors combines, it becomes 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is said to be 5. Means the value of the resultant vector, the vector having the same effect. This is the vector r bar is a bar plus b bar having the same effect as that of combined effect of two vectors. So this r bar is said to be resultant vector for the vector a bar and b bar. This vector r bar is a same effect having the combined effect of these two vectors a bar and b bar. So this is the definition for the resultant vector. So I think you understood this figure very well. If you combine these two, you will get resultant vector r bar. In many books, it is written as a p bar, q bar. In many books, it is written as a directly r bar. But it is for sake of simplicity, we can consider the value r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. So this is the definition for the resultant vector. So we have seen total 8 types. First type for the vector, it is a equal vector. Second, opposite vector. Third one, parallel vector, angle 0. Fourth one, anti-parallel vectors, angle is 180. Fifth vector, that is a zero vector. Zero vector is also called as a null vector. Sixth type, that is said to be a position vector, and seventh type is said to be a resultant vector. So till this point, we had a discussion on the types of the vectors. Okay. So we see the next point, that is addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. How the vectors are said to be added. So this is the next, and a very simple point. Addition of vectors. So I will consider one example. If two vectors of magnitude 6 unit and 9 unit, then 6 unit and 9 unit along same direction, means both are moving in one direction, both are following the same direction, then find their resultant vector. Both are moving in the same direction, not in opposite directions. So their resultant vector, if these two vectors are moving in the same direction, whether it is a equal or opposite, whether it is a additive or it is said to be a subtraction, that we'll see. Now I can consider the two vectors. Vector 1, okay, 6 unit, whose magnitude is said to be 6 units. So this is the vector again a bar. Its magnitude is 6 unit. I don't know exactly unit. It may be the meter per second. It may be the meter, or it may be the meter per second square. We don't know exact unit. Okay. So this is said to be magnitude first. Second vector b bar. This vector can be shown by this arrow, or simply you can write a bar b bar. This is also vector. This is also said to be a vector notation. Okay. So 9 unit. So I can write here the next. It is a magnitude for the second vector. It is 9 unit. Moving in the same directions. Both are moving in a same directions. Then what would be the resultant vector for these two vectors? Resultant vector for these two vectors, it is like a r bar equal to a bar plus b bar. Okay, both are moving in the same direction. That's why their magnitudes are said to be added. So resultant vector whose magnitude is 9 unit. So what is your value? Find the resultant vector r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Why it is said to be plus? Because both are moving in the same direction. That's why it is a plus. Means I can say it is the addition of vectors. The vectors are said to be added when they are moving in the same direction with different magnitudes. Why it is said to be different magnitudes? First vector having the magnitude is a 6 unit. Second vector having the magnitude is said to be 9 unit. And when it is said to be added a plus b, because moving in the same direction, that's why resultant vector r bar is equal to 9 unit. Means plus indicates both are moving in the same direction. That's why these two vectors are said to be added. It is said to be an addition of vectors. A very simple example it is. Okay. Now we will see subtraction of vectors. Subtraction of vectors. If here is addition, then what could be the example for subtraction of vectors? If two vectors, see, two vectors of magnitude 6 unit and 9 unit along same direction. Now instead of same direction, I can make one change here. Instead of same direction, I can make a change here as a opposite direction. Now the vectors of magnitude 6 unit and 9 unit along same direction. So instead of that, I can write here along opposite direction. So find their resultant vector. Their resultant vector will be subtraction. Means a minus b, that gives the resultant vector. So again, I will consider the same example, because by taking the same example you are easily understanding the concept. So this is a 6 unit, one vector a bar magnitude is 6. Second vector which is moving opposite. Second vector b bar is moving opposite with its magnitude 9. 9 is said to be magnitude because magnitude indicates size of the vector. So size of vector a bar is a 6. Size of vector b bar is 9. But these are moving in a opposite directions. So what could be the resultant vector? Resultant vector is b bar minus a bar to get the positive value. B bar minus a bar. So 9 minus 3, that gives, see, 9 minus here value, it is 3 unit. 9 minus 6, it is said to be 3 unit. So see, subtraction of vectors b bar minus a bar. When this is possible? One is moving in a x direction, second is moving in a negative x direction. Then both vectors are said to be subtracted from each other. So here I can say it is a subtraction of vectors. This is possible only when two vectors are moving in a opposite directions. Then their result vector r is said to be a b minus a, that is 9 minus 6 is equal to 3 unit. So I think you understood this concept very well. Addition of vectors and subtraction of vector. Addition of vector and subtraction of vectors. So try to understand the concept addition. You can take a number of examples. If two vectors with a different magnitude, they can be said to be added up, or they can be subtracted from each other. So result vector always added up or always subtracted from the two vectors of different magnitudes. So these are the some types. Now I can discuss the important point that is said to be a unit vector. A very simple concept it is unit vector. Unit vector. The answer present within the point only. Unit means only one magnitude. It is said to be one magnitude. The vector. First I will write the definition, then we will discuss the example. The vector having unit magnitude and direction. Unit magnitude and unit direction. Unit magnitude and unit direction called as unit. A single called as unit vector. Then how to understand the concept of this unit vector? We know vectors. The vector which is having magnitude as well as the directions, it is said to be a vector. Then how to identify the unit vectors? See, a very simple example I can take. Length. This is the pen which I thrown in one direction. I can say the direction of this pen is in plus x-axis. If I throw this pen in a negative direction, it is said to be minus x. So there is a direction plus x, there will be a direction minus x. I can consider only one direction. So from its own position to the next position. So here will be the next position. Okay. So I can say these two positions. One position is said to be P and second position is said to be a Q. P and Q are not said to be a vectors. It is not said to be null vectors. It is not said to be a vector. Okay. These are the two positions of the object. This object is present at P position. After a certain interval of time, object moving and it is reaching to this position Q. Means it is moving in certain directions. I can say direction is plus x. I can say the direction is said to be plus x. How much is the magnitude covered by this vector? See, this is the vector because there is an arrow. I can say a bar is the vector of that object. Means the pen is moving in one direction. The direction of the pen which is indicated by vector. Direction of the pen which is indicated by vector a bar. Yesterday I told one concept that vector don't have any physical magnitude. It is the symbolic representation of the motion of the object. So pen is moving in a certain direction. That direction can be indicated by vector a bar. Having magnitude means size of the pen as well as the direction of the pen means this is the vector. Now it covers a distance of suppose 5 centimeter or I can say it is said to be a 5 meter. So 5 is said to be magnitude. 5 is said to be magnitude. Okay. Now this is the 5 centimeter is magnitude for vector a bar. 5 centimeter is magnitude for vector a bar. I can divide this vector a bar into small magnitudes. This is I can say 1, 2, here is a 3, here is a 4 and here is a 5. If this is the total vector, I can say this is a small vector. This is first a small vector. Means I have divided a total vector a bar into small vectors. So this is one vector, second, third, fourth and this is the fifth vector. What is the magnitude of this first vector? Its magnitude is 1 centimeter. Is it clear? This is 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. So magnitude of this small vector. Out of total vector a bar, I have divided the vectors, smallest vectors. The small vector having the magnitude said to be 1 centimeter. So the vector having unit magnitude. This is the vector. Starts from position P to this end. Start from position P to this end. This is the vector having unit means 1. Unit magnitude unit magnitude, this vector I can call as a unit because its magnitude is unit. That is the definition. The vector having unit magnitude and direction. One magnitude, one direction. Two magnitude, two directions. So if I divide this vector into number of small vectors, one magnitude, one direction, one magnitude, one direction, one magnitude, one direction here. Here is one magnitude, one direction, and again one magnitude, one direction. So if I take a small vector whose magnitude is 1 and direction is only 1, unit magnitude and unit direction, then it is called as a unit vector. Are you getting this point? See what we discussed here. There is a one vector a bar whose magnitude is a 5. I have divided the vector a bar into number of small vectors such that a single vector having unit magnitude and unit direction, it is called as the unit magnitude and unit direction, it is called as a unit vector. And this unit vector, how to represent? This whole vector I can represent as a bar. This whole vector I can represent as a bar whose magnitude is 5 cm. A small vector, that is unit vector, I can represent as a cap. Okay, so this symbolic representation cap indicates unit vector. So keep in mind what is the symbolic representation of this cap. Cap indicates it is said to be a unit vector. So here may be one unit vector, a cap. Small vector, unit vector of unit magnitude and unit direction, it is said to be unit vector. It can be represented as a cap. It can be represented as a cap. Okay. So what is the relation between this unit vector and total vector? That we are going to discuss now. What is the relation between this unit vector and this whole vector that is said to be a total vector? What could be the relation between this a cap and a bar? That relation we will discuss in terms of their magnitudes. So how to correlate unit vector a cap and this total vector a bar? A bar indicates what? This is direction, magnitude and direction. Okay. A bar is a vector. What is the magnitude of this a bar? Magnitude of a bar is, shall I write this? Is it correct? Mod of A. Mod of A means magnitude of a bar. This is the vector whose magnitude is said to be a bar. What is its magnitude? 5. Is it clear? Magnitude of this vector is said to be 5. So vector a bar whose magnitude can be represented like this. A bar magnitude can be represented like this. It is mod of A is equal to 5. How to correlate this unit vector, magnitude of vector in terms of their magnitudes? Let us see. What is the unit vector? It is unit magnitude. Okay. So a cap is a unit. Okay, into a cap is a unit. See, try to understand. This is 1 into 5. Now, what is this 5? What is this 5? It is magnitude. It is magnitude of what? A bar. What is this 5? It is a magnitude. Magnitude of a bar. What is that magnitude? A mod of A is equal to 5. So, shall I write like this? A cap into mod of A. That gives a bar. Are you getting the point? See, 1 a cap is what? 1. Mod of A means magnitude of vector is 5. 1 into 5. You will get a bar as per this equation. So what is the value of equation a bar? It is 5 into the same we are getting here. 5 means it is a 5 centimeter. So unit magnitude into magnitude of vector. Unit a cap is what? It is unit magnitude into magnitude of vector, that gives the total vector a bar. So unit vector into magnitude of vector. Unit vector into magnitude of vector, that gives a total vector a bar. So this is the relation between unit vector and total vector. So I can write here the definition of unit vector. Already you know definition of unit vector is the vector having unit magnitude and direction called as the unit vector. So this unit vector a cap can be written as a bar. What is this a bar? Direction. Okay, divided by magnitude. Direction means a bar, magnitude means a. So I can write direction of, I can write here direction of vector, direction of vector to the magnitude of vector, magnitude of vector. Is it clear? So again we can define the definition of unit vector. A cap is direction of vector to its magnitude. Direction of vector to its magnitude is nothing but the unit vector. Now see what is the unit for this unit vector? Direction, I mean centimeter. Magnitude again 5 centimeter, because this is unit. Unit is what? Centimeter. So this is 5 divided by 5 centimeter divided by 5 centimeter. Centimeter gets cancelled. So there is no unit for a unit vector. Keep in mind, there is no unit for a unit vector. So this is just the basic concepts regarding the unit vector. So I understood. Okay, a cap, a bar. A cap is a unit vector of total vector a bar. So a cap can be defined as the vector having unit magnitude and unit direction. It is said to be unit vector. Okay, so a cap indicates unit vector. So a cap here into magnitude, total 5. 1 is what? A cap. 5 is what? Magnitude. 1 is a cap, 5 is a magnitude, that gives a total vector a bar. So 1 into 5 you will get 5, that is total vector a bar. So a cap is nothing but direction of vector to the magnitude of vector, direction of vector to the magnitude of vector, and this is the unit vector which don't have any unit. This is the unit vector which don't have any unit. So I think you understood this concept very well. Now this is one vector. If we consider a Cartesian coordinate system, what is that Cartesian? We have already studied. Cartesian coordinate system means I have to consider the 3 axes. This is one, this is second axis, and this is third axis. X, okay, Y and Z. Is it clear? There is a one vector. This pen which can moving in a x direction. This pen which can moving in a y direction. This is the pen which can moving in a z direction. So if this plane is moving in the x direction, what is the vector of this plane? This vector of this plane can be represented as a x bar. If the plane moving in the x direction, its vector can be represented as a x bar. If the plane is moving in the y direction, its vector can be represented as a y bar. Because in a certain direction with its magnitude. Magnitude plus direction vector. Magnitude, that is the size, plus direction vector x bar. And if this plane is moving in a z direction, okay, z direction with its magnitude and direction, that is a z direction, it is represented as a vector z bar. Now, if this is the unit vector a cap for a bar, what is unit vector for x bar? In physics, the unit vector along x direction, the unit vector along x direction, that can be represented as a I cap. That can be represented as a I cap. I cap is nothing but unit vector along x axis. J cap is the unit vector along y axis, and z axis. K cap is the unit vector along z axis. So try to understand, if this is the unit vector a cap for a, there is one unit vector along x axis, it is I cap. Second unit vector along y axis is a j cap. This is a resultant vector, this is unit vector. This is resultant vector, this is unit vector. And the third unit vector along z axis, it is represented as a k cap. So I, j, k are the unit vectors. I, j, k are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now, if you can find the value a cap is equal to a bar upon a, what will be the value of I cap using this value? I cap unit vector along x-axis is direction of vector to its magnitude. So direction of vector is x bar upon magnitude is x. So simple. Second vector j cap, direction of vector is y bar upon magnitude of that vector is mod of y. Okay. And third one k cap, unit vector along z axis whose value is magnitude of vector z bar upon magnitude of that vector z. Yes, मतलब बघा, a cap is a bar upon a, I cap is x bar upon x. Direction to its magnitude. Z cap direction to its magnitude. K cap here direction to its magnitude. So in a Cartesian coordinate system, unit vectors can be represented as, Cartesian means there is 3 axes in which study of particle is to be considered here. So I, J, K are the unit vectors along x, y, z axis in a Cartesian coordinate system. So try to understand these 3 unit vectors. I along x, j along y and k along z axis. Okay. So we can stop here. In the next lecture we will see the triangle law for vector addition. Thank you.